It's your weekly installment of entertainment,
Gay.
politics,
Gay.
news,
Gay.
from an LGBT perspective.
So gay.
We're your Hot Mess Sunday.
Every day.
Hey, this is Steven Garrido. Listen to Outspoken on KYRS Drama.
Drama.
I love it when he does that. So, if you have tuned back in, you are coming into the second hour of Outspoken. We've had some amazing guests. Jack Mosey, who did a show in town last night, an amazing musician, and Laura Estares, who is our Straight Talk guest. They're both going to stay in studio for this. We are very, very excited to have Ty Herndon on soon. We're trying to time it.
Let me give you a little window as to how these things happen. I know you're curious because all the time we do this kind of stuff. Basically,
Kurt has to.
He has to connect. They have to transfer.
Kurt
all
likes
this
to chit chat.
But
it's a thing. But here we are very excited because back in May, you will remember that we had the Grammy-nominated and Dove Award-winning country superstar, one of the first men in country music to come out of the closet, and we're so thrilled to talk to him again, get some updates on new music, and just chit chat. So, without further ado, the country man himself, Ty Herndon, is on Outspoken. Ty, are you there?
Hey guys, how are you today?
Hi.
Amazing. We've been so excited that you, first of all, this means that you didn't get too scared or you forgot who we were because you showed back up.
No, I'm actually really excited to talk to you guys today. I'm actually having a day off at my house.
Oh, nice.
A little bit unusual these days. It's been a crazy year, but I'm actually got in my swimming pool for the first time this year. So
nice. See, we love
nice
it.
to talk to you guys.
We've been talking to musicians all morning, and they all say the same thing. How there's so much that goes on in a musician's life that it gets exhausting, but it's so important to find that moment when you can actually just get away from it, just so you can recharge. So we're thrilled that you have found that moment.
Absolutely. Well, I would never complain because I've been so blessed over the years. I've had an incredible career. And country music is changing so much and being so embracing these days. So, the opposite is that I would be sitting at home all the time. So I would be afraid to complain.
I love it. Well, last time you were on our show, it was just before anything was announced by the Supreme Court. And we all said it was going to go that way. And we announced that Love Wins was the theme song it was our anthem for when the Supreme Court finally made that ruling. And it ended up being the truth. And so we have made you our unofficial ambassador beyond the Supreme Court ruling. How excited were you to hear that news?
Well, there's two parts to that answer. Number one, thank you for honoring me with that. That's pretty cool. And number two, we were on the road when the ruling happened, and my band and I, which consists of some LGBT folks and a lot of affirmative straight folks in the band and crew, and we celebrated privately, and then that night during the show, I think we were in Phoenix, Arizona, if I remember correctly. Mm-hmm. Announced to a huge crowd of people that we were so excited about this ruling, and that we all deserve to be loved and to marry and have awesome lives together. And so it was a really cool evening, a celebration of that. And then I got home to Nashville, and I was talking to my mom. She goes, "Welcome to the real world." Yeah. Now you can be married and just be just like everybody else.
Right. Which is so amazing to hear that, especially from your mom. Welcome to the real world. I love that. How do you think the ruling on marriage equality has changed the country genre? Because, like you said, it is becoming more accepting. Do you think that came from Supreme Court ruling at all?
Well, it's country music is always been a very traditional genre of music.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
Nashville has always been the gateway to the South, and to see Nashville changing hearts and minds, it's really spilling over. And the Supreme Court ruling, there's still a lot of work to be done in the South. We all know that, but to see these awesome people in the South that get it, and they're working so tirelessly to make sure that that we remain respectful with our actions, and because I believe with all my heart that to move forward, we have to be the example, and that's the one thing that's really I'm seeing in country music and in the South that's changing hearts and minds, and just seeing people progress and move forward. I'm really excited to be a part of our community today, just because we have such an opportunity to teach and let people just see that we're pretty awesome.
Yeah. Right? Hallelujah to that. Now, how has, since it's been longer now since we talked to you last time, how have you noticed, like, even your career changing as the year goes by, as things get more settled in? Have you noticed any changes in your career?
Well, I'm just a lot busier, I can tell you that. The change for me has just been more. I've got new music coming. I've got a book coming. We have a documentary film series coming next year. So the opportunity to continue to tell my story and to keep moving forward and with our purpose of changing hearts and minds. It's real important to me. But to answer your question, man, I'm still out there playing shows in Texas and Oklahoma and Mississippi and California, across the country, and we were in Oklahoma the other night to see a cowboy hatch, and people they're there for the music, number one, but to feel that love and support without the elephant, we'll call it the elephant, without the elephant in the room. I was a little nervous about that at first, to be honest with you, but the people that are at the shows have just been. There's been a lot more of them. I've seen a lot of LGBT folks. I've seen a lot of people after the shows are coming up to me and going, hey, we just got married. We've been together 20 years. Hey, this is my son. He's 17 years old. He just came out to us, and he wants to be a country singer. And so it seems to be endless, the stories and the things that are happening out on the road for us. And so I'm having a good time, to be honest with you. It's a lot of fun.
Hey, that's what counts. And I want to ask you, you had talked to us last time we were on about how important Shelley Wright was to you, and how supportive she was to you. And then we had talked to Billy Gilman, and he mentioned what an inspiration you were. So it's like passing it along. Do you find now that you are, you've been out in this, I'm out in country music for a while, do you find that other artists reach out to you? Like Billy Gilman talking about how important it was to watch your journey as well as he was doing his. Do you find that other artists are reaching out to you in the country genre?
A lot of young artists are coming to the shows,
sure.
Yes. And, my advice to them is always the same. It's like, look, you want to be an artist, you want to be in Nashville, you have to be the best at what you do. Mm-hmm. You don't need to worry about whether you're gay or straight. You need to worry about being the best at what you do and bring that to the table first. And the fact that you're gay is just a bonus. You're gonna work a lot harder to get there. And so for me, it's just we can do whatever we want and be in this world. This shouldn't even be an issue,
right?
Whether we're gay or straight. To me, it shouldn't. But in the society we live in today, it still is.
Right.
But I think talking to these kids and having the opportunity to be any kind of influence with them in music, it's just like, look, you got to be the absolute best that you can be at what you do. That's just like anyone else. And so you can't allow this to be a crutch.
Right.
So,
I think that it's amazing that this world is changing so much that, we can tell LGBT youth that advice, the same advice you tell anyone. It's not about, who you are and your sexual orientation. It's about your music and your talent. And that, I think, is, a sign of progress, definitely. Now, I kind of want to, turn this conversation around to your book that you mentioned and the documentary. Talk to us about your projects that are coming up and, what that means for us fans.
Well, writing this new album has been a blast because I've actually had the opportunity to go back and write about things that I maybe couldn't write about before.
Right.
So,
sure.
Meaning,
maybe
some relationships gone wrong.
Yeah.
Those kind of things.
Yeah.
it's been interesting. And my producer said the other day, he goes, I think your album is kind of maybe going Jagged Little Pill a lot more that direction. Maybe we need to back off that a little bit.
That's awesome.
So we had a little meeting about that. I'm like, because I'm getting to actually have some feelings about things that I had to leave in the closet. Let's just say that. And so it's good to kind of to clean the closet out, clean the boxes out, and write about the things. So the new album is called House on Fire. So it's coming with a heavy title already, but there's a lot of fun stuff on the record. But I'm finding that that I'm continuing to grow and tell my own story through my music, which is any musician would tell you, if you can do that and you can do that so openly, it changes everything. So
now
I'm super excited about the new music.
When can we see maybe something from House on Fire accidentally slips out, or when can we see when that album comes out? What's the map for that?
We are certainly hoping with the record company and everybody we're working with to have this project out before Christmas, hopefully a little bit before Thanksgiving. So,
love it.
It's you know, guess who's the one person that's holding the whole thing back? Me.
I was gonna say,
yeah, as it happens.
You're killing us, Ty. You're killing us,
man. I'm like,
let
go of the reins, Ty. Let go of the reins.
remember, you're a house on fire, so you just gotta go.
Yeah. Yes.
Give us a little teaser about this book you mentioned.
Well, I've had a very interesting story. To me, it's not interesting, but other people seem to think it is. So, just from my beginnings in Christian music up through my years in Nashville and my years in television, and just having to hide who I was that whole time, and the avalanche of lack of a better word, the avalanche of crap that not only brought on myself but other people, and just some crazy life stories, and then some uplifting moments that, and to moments that that I shouldn't be on this earth anymore. So it's a roller coaster ride. It's kind of I think it's the Kardashians meets Hee Haw.
That's a reality show we're waiting for.
Maybe the Kardashians meet Oprah Winfrey Network. I don't know.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned a documentary. Of course, the new album. You have the book. You're being very, very vulnerable and open about your story. Is that cathartic for you, or is it a little, scary?
For the people around me, my family and friends, they know my whole story. So I guess I was talking to Matt, my partner, that I said this rehashing all this it's been difficult, but I said it seems like old news to me. And my thing is, I don't want to tell anything about my story if it's not going to help someone else.
Right.
So how is something I've done or been through in my life going to help somebody else? So there's some very humorous stuff in the book as well, but it's really filled with the outcome, the story and the outcome. So that was very important to me, and I think anything we do with music, the book, any project that the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, may put in my path, that's most important.
Sure. Well, when is the big question now? When do we get to hear it? When is that book? When is the documentary? I know that you said your album's coming out around Thanksgiving. So when are these things coming out?
Well, definitely the book and the rest of the stuff is coming early next year. But the most important thing to me right now is getting this new music out, because I think everybody's been waiting on it. So
right.
I'm in Nashville. I'm in Nashville all next week, just putting the icing on the cake. So we're really close.
Yeah, you can ask any of the musicians I talk to. I am the most impatient fan, so apologize to all you people out there. But that's a good thing, because it means we are all very excited to hear the new stuff that you have coming out. So, and you said it's a little more.
Well, thank you, man.
Yeah. So you say it's a little different than your past music.
Well, one thing I learned, Miss Reba McEntire told me a long time ago. She said, you're going to have to constantly reinvent yourself.
Yeah.
But the key ingredient in that is to make sure that the fans still recognize you in it. So, I'd like to think that I'm still singing pretty good.
Yeah. Right.
The one thing that I have noticed different is working with different producers.
Right.
Some really young, cool, progressive sounds coming out of this record, and write. I love to write, so I know that there's just some taking my story and putting it into songs like "House on Fire" and "All Night Tonight," and the world. There's a song we just finished called "The World I'm Living In," which is looks quite different today than it ever has before. So a lot of uplifting stuff like that, and then I have a crazy song we just finished called IFYOU if you.
Oh, I like it. Well,
go ahead.
Oh no, I was going to say I'm excited to see now that you are, more fully yourself. What is? And I'm going to do a little word play here, and I'm excited about this. So get ready.
All right.
I'm excited to see what now is beyond the lies you told yourself. That was clever.
That's cool. Yeah, man. Well, the truth is a big deal, and when you get to live in it, you don't have to worry about looking over your shoulder all the time, or worrying about, oh God, did I say the wrong thing?
Exactly.
Or, oh God, did we were backstage? Did that person see me put my hand on my boyfriend's lap?
Right.
Where things for me that used to be that I would worry about.
Okay.
Been such a such a huge relief not to have to do that, and so because it spills over into your everyday life too. I would find myself sitting at home with Matt on the couch watching a movie. The doorbell would ring, and I would jump up and like, oh God, who's here? And,
Right.
Yeah, sure.
Now it's like come on in.
Yeah. Right. Well, because you have to kind of check yourself for a moment and be like, wait, I don't.
And
now
you
there.
don't. Now that is not even needed.
Exactly. So Ty.
No, and no one should have to do that.
Exactly.
Man.
No one
should have to live that way.
Yeah. It's unfair that anyone even has to start out there. Ty, thank you for taking some time out of your day off and calling in. I know there's a pool waiting for you to jump into. I'm sure you're really excited about that one. But thank you. We really appreciate you calling in and sharing about your upcoming project.
I was happy to share my pool day with you guys. You're awesome.
Thank you. We're just going to continue to play Loved Ones since you are the anthem for us forever. So thank you for
guys.
that.
Thank you so much. And I will make sure that with Corey and Howard in the office, as soon as we can send something out, you get it first.
Hey,
okay?
we love that. You be amazing out there as you already are. Enjoy the tour and the writing and the book and the documentary, and really enjoy this time of life because you have earned every minute of it, my friend.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.
You
All
too.
Right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Day. Bye-bye.
All right. So now we are going to play one of Ty's songs. It's actually going to be It Must Be Love instead of Love Wins because we're switching up
Just
the love
about
theme
love.
of it. Exactly.
It's about
It's the same thing, right?